Welcome to your daily focus for September the 11th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I'm smiling because the Fool came flying out. So I love it when cards like this come out um, during new moon energy, because this is us. Now, one of the messages that kind of went through a lot of the signs when I did the weeklies was simplicity. And somebody got the Fool. And once again, I thought simplicity right away. That we need to simplify what we are taking with us, what we really feel we need when it comes to knowledge, and what we really need to learn, where we need to hone our expertise or our talents or our abilities or our love, and simplify things. We don't have to do these grand gestures right now. We have to simplify and trust. I mean, this is definitely a trust. He's looking up at the sky and seeing, oh, that cloud looks like a goldfish and that cloud looks like an angel. And he's not paying any attention to where he steps, which is very precariously close to the edge of that cliff. And he knows he's not going to fall. He knows he's protected. He knows he's on the path to go forward. He's prepared for it. He's enjoying sometimes it's not the goal that's as much joy as the getting to the goal, getting to the different parts of the story, the path. And we end up at the goal, but the journey is so much more exciting and beautiful and wondrous sometimes. And so this is about enjoying the steps forward, each step forward, and what it brings us. Now, the Fool is the 0 card, which is the God card, one of the God cards. But the Fool is also the 22nd card. You go to the 21, and then the 22nd card would be the Fool again, saying that we have gone through a stage of development, and now we are ready to begin anew, to take an elevated path, to deepen the relationship or deepen the commitment. And if you look at the numerology of today, we have 2 11s. Okay, we have the 9 for September, but the 11th, and then 2018 is an 11 as well. So it's about bringing in the balance in our life, the harmony in our life. It's about making some commitments to ourselves of how we are going to go forward. And it can even be about cutting out some things that no longer belong in our life, some things that do not bring value to our life anymore, thereby simplifying our path forward, because we're not carrying this extra weight with us. So we're going to put that back in the deck. We'll give it a fast shuffle, and we'll see what the cards have to tell us about today. Temperance. Well, Temperance is definitely grabbing the stage here. Temperance showed up in several of your readings, and Temperance has been showing up, and it has been, I think, in the first position every time. So Temperance is about simplifying. Temperance is about going with the flow and embracing the good, the bad, the ugly, and understanding how it is transforming you, how it's changing you into the person you need to be to step upon your path. Okay? Temperance is ruled by Vulcan, which was the god's blacksmith. So taking that raw piece of iron, steel, heating it up, and then transforming it into something beautiful, something perhaps useful. My dad used to always do these spirals on all the handles, and he used to make shovels and a lot of like pokers for the fire and stuff like that. He even made us a popcorn maker one time, so that was a cool thing to have. Making it into something useful. This one bar of iron, this one bar of steel that really didn't serve too many purposes, and making it into something very purposeful, something very useful, and yet something very beautiful. So in some ways we have to temper ourselves and transform into the beauty that is already inside of us. And becoming useful, taking your talents and your abilities and sharing them with the world. Maybe it's your personality, maybe it's just the complete package of you. Maybe it's not just one thing, but it's the complete package. When you put it all together, how could anybody stand to be away from you? And start thinking of yourself in such terms, because it's very true. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, this is in our conflict area. So usually we are standing up there at the top of the mountain and we are saying, I'm the king of the castle and I'm going this way and everybody better listen to me and get on board while you can. And please support me and please come after me and follow me and join me. And not so much today. Today, I think with this card in the middle, we really have to learn how to play nice with others. We have to find where we can self-sacrifice without giving up our goals, our dreams, our desires, or our part of our identity in order to find the harmony, in order to co-create, in order to work together. So, this is where we have two ears and one mouth, and we should be using it in that order. Listening twice as much and talking half as much. And hearing other people's stories, journeys, ideas, and figuring out how we can bring our gifts to the table as well, but not being the be-all end-all to the situation or the relationship or the environment, to allow everybody to feel their worth, their value, their beauty, and how we can co-create together, how we can work together, how we can be better at team play. And the Wheel of the Year, another card that's been coming out a lot. The Wheel of the Year is a card that really brings in good tidings. I mean, whenever you get this card in a reading, it usually means that things are moving forward and getting better each and every day, even if you can't see it in front of you or around you right now. It is. It's changing seasons. It's moving you into a new direction. It's leaving some things in the past that are meant to be left in the past. And it's stepping into some new and wondrous energies that we have yet to experience for the very first time. So stay open to what is new, what is different, what can be a great learning experience, a teaching experience, a transformation experience. We'll get an affirmation card. Everybody got an affirmation card for their weekly reading. So if you like your affirmation card, hug an Aries, because I was drawn to them during the Aries reading. So it was their energy that led me to the cards. So we'll get an affirmation card here. So we're really looking at simplifying, of understanding what we truly need going forward, what we don't need anymore. It's not important today to be the center of attention and all eyes on you. It's more of a learning how to play nice with others. That's about the best way I could say it, and I think I even said it in a couple of the weekly readings. How can we co-create so we all evolve, we all transform, we all co-create? And the Wheel of the Year card there, and I mean that is a 10 energy. So 1 plus 0. So whenever you have that kind of energy, the one energy with a 0 or a 2 energy, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, as godlike energy coming through that one energy, asking us to seek the new path forward, to step into it, to allow transformation to happen in our life. The hangman. So we have the hangman today. Sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I am reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I'm meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be. I am called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. So very much, it's this energy of how we try to push ahead and we try to be the one that's going to lead. We're going to transform. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do it in a certain way. And whatever your idea is, it's not as good as mine. So we need to follow my path. And we really need to throw that right away today and surrender. Surrender to other people's ideas, their creation, their thought process. And it will open us up to learning something that we're going to use somewhere down our path. So be attentive to what you are being called to be a part of, to join in on. Sacrifice and surrender are necessaries at a time like this. When this card appears, I am reminded that a delay is in my best interest. So I don't really need to push forward as much. If anything, I need to look at what I need to release in my life so that I can go forward with a liberation, with a sense of freedom. And an animal card. Sing your song. Sing your song. Are you singing your song? Is it somebody else's tune? Sing, create, express, and respect. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Isn't it time to listen to the song in your heart? Bluebird tells you that you've been hiding and now it's time for you to sing whatever song you feel. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a happy tune if you're feeling sad. Honor your emotions and express them. However, Bluebird would prefer that your song turns into one of happiness and higher emotion. Bluebirds are gentle, non-aggressive creatures that tend to avoid confrontation. So we need to avoid confrontation today. They are patient with other kinds, and we need to show patience to others and listen to their song, as well as expecting them to listen to ours. If a bluebird feels threatened or is upset, it stands its ground and defends itself and its own kind. Bluebird has shown up in your reading because it feels as though you have allowed others to take what is yours, and now it's time for you to stand strong. The situation could have just arrived, or it could be an argument that has lingered for years. Respect what is said, and know that you need to respect your stance as well. Don't shoulder another's problems if they aren't taking the same responsibility. It's important to be patient and kind with your words. You have nothing to explain, nothing to defend. This is your life. By following the song within your heart, you will be guided. Frustrations and conflicts arriving in your path are to teach you patience and make sure that you are truly listening and not becoming misguided. Because bluebird is the color blue, it is often associated with the throat chakra and creative expression. Pick up a musical instrument, a pen, a paintbrush. If you feel you can't vocalize the song in your life, maybe another creative way will help you lift that song up so that you can finally sing your song. And I just thought, I wish I would have written down the person who, oh, I think it came through, they commented on something, and then I think it was through, I think it was through Instagram when I was on vacation, and then I looked at her stuff. Gosh, I wish I could remember her name right now. And she had a bunch of abstract paintings. And the emotion that came through these abstract paintings, like the ones that she named, it was like, oh, I feel it, I see it, I'm a part of it. And thank you for sharing your song with me. They were just beautiful. I said, please name them all, and then please start selling the prints because I would love one. So if you're not so good at singing, but express yourself through art, through being creative, some kind of self-expression of what you're feeling, of who you can be, of where you want to go. And that may make the patience of waiting for everything to line up perfectly for you to step into a little bit more bearable. Today, definitely, we're looking at simplifying our lives in some ways. We're looking at listening to others, playing well together, and the expectation, the belief that the path is awaiting us as we go forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.